evening. I am your host, Data T, and this is my channel, The Good Guys. Guys, today's story comes from Cape Coral, Florida, and the title reads, Cape Coral neighbors exchange gunfire during argument over loud music. Oh boy. Guys, before we get into this story, leave a like, leave a comment, please subscribe. Remember, we're still on that road to 1,000 subscribers, and I know we're going to get there. And guys, one good thing is we have gone from 100 to 200 subscribers, and it's a fascinating process to build something. Okay, even if you've built it small, the fact that you've built it in the first place. Okay. Anyway, I just wanted you to know that. All right. Anyway, hit me on Minds, Twitter, TruthSocial. I have no problem there speaking to you guys. So let us dive into this story.
My son heard gunshots, and we came to the door.
Loud music ends with gunshots in a Cape Coral neighborhood. Police say a neighbor turned on a neighbor in the northeast part of the city. But the shooter isn't in jail. The man who was shot is.
NBC2's Alexia Teropoulos is live in Cape Coral with what happened right before the shots were fired.
Yeah, that's right, guys. We just learned that the man in the house, the blue house right behind us here, he told Cape Coral police that he was shot. He's at a home here on Northeast 5th Street. He went to a neighbor's house behind his to complain about loud music. He walked into their lanai with a gun and fired it, and the neighbor grabbed their own gun, shooting at him.
So it was very shocking.
Darlene Wilson knows the man. Cape Coral police say barged into a neighbor's porch, pulled out his revolver, and threatened to shoot someone over loud music.
I see him walking his dog on the street, and I've spoken with him a few times. Very nice gentleman.
NBC2 saw forensic units, officers, and crime scene investigators Sunday night on Northeast 5th Street. They were trying to make sense of who shot who and why.
My son heard gunshots, and we came to the door.
This afternoon, CCPD tells us Glenn Ginocchio ran from his neighbor's yard when someone grabbed their own gun and fired back at him. They found Ginocchio at his home after he called 911 to say he was shot in the arm. His blood still lines the driveway today.
So, guys, what we have here, okay, and this sucks, okay, but we have a neighbor who has been unruly, decide to, and both of the neighbors are unruly, but if you're playing loud music and somebody comes over there and asks you to turn it off, usually if they ask politely, guys, just do it. There's nothing wrong with doing that, okay? Now, if they come over there with a gun and point it at you to tell you to turn it off, now you have a different issue, okay? You have to defend yourself because, to be honest, really and truthfully, you don't have to turn it off. Until the police officer comes there and says, hey, you're creating a public disturbance and we can cite you, which they can do, or maybe it's different in Florida, who knows? Nobody can come and tell you what to do in your own home. Okay? So, man, why did this guy do this? He is a fool. He is so stupid. But think about this. What if your neighbor came over for another reason? Maybe it's not something as trivial as music. What if he genuinely is coming over to take something from you? What if your neighbor is not just right in front of you? What if he's way down the street? What if he's a mile down the street? You have to think about it in different avenues, different ways. Okay? Neighbors, what happens if, man, the world goes to shit and your neighbor becomes desperate and he knows you have certain things, so he comes to take them? Maybe he asks, and then what if you don't give it to him? then it becomes, hey, well, I need it. And you say no. And then comes, well, I'm taking it from you. What do you do then? And guys, trust me, this is a very, very real scenario. It can happen. It has happened in desperate times. People resort to desperate measures. And that even means that they will loot, they will steal, they will shoot, and do whatever they feel they need to survive. If you don't believe it, you are grossly underprepared. And I think those who have this firearm here, who are listening to this channel, they understand. And especially after 2020, if you don't understand after that, well, you may be one of those ones that's a lost soul. Let's hear the rest of this story.
Everybody's got issues. You don't know what the situation was. There's two sides of the story.
Cape Coral police say bullet holes were in the lanai and concrete posts when they arrived. After Ginocchio went to the hospital, he went to jail. Cape Coral police tell us that he is now facing 3 charges, one of burglary, assault, and the last one of shooting his gun at a neighbor. You can count on NBC2 to keep you updated in this case. I'm reporting live and local here from Northeast 5th Street in Cape Coral. Alexia Terra.
Guys, the guy, he shot at his neighbor. Shot at his neighbor. Crazy guy. How can you do that? Anyway, like I said, this man, the neighbor who was able to defend himself from his other neighbor, he's a hero. He's a good guy. That's what you are supposed to do. So, guys, you guys hear what you know what I say at the end of these videos, and I mean it, okay? And it's this: good people have guns. Good people should always have them. Neighbors, bystanders, doesn't matter what you are. You should be able to exercise the right to own, keep, and bear arms. It's a right, and everybody should exercise it. So, and if you didn't, and if you don't, you're at the mercy. You're at the mercy of bad people. And you don't want that. You do not want that. So, like I say, good people have a gun. Good people have guns. And if good people did nothing, there will be no good guys.